Hi there, it's Kate. Today I will show you how to crochet a cute granny square bookmark. The written pattern for this project is available for free on my website, linked in the description box below. If you like this tutorial, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more. For this project I used Shapiest Katona yarn in various colors, which is 100% mercerized cotton. You can use any other fingering weight yarn, just remember that we want the bookmark to be as flat as possible. If you have scraps to use up, great. This project requires very little yarn. I also have a 2.5mm crochet hook, scissors and a yarn needle. To start, we need to make 5 or more small granny squares, just the first 2 rounds. I used 2 different colors for each, but it's all up to you. First, let's make a slip knot. And chain 4. Close the loop with a slip stitch. Now chain 2. This is our turning chain. And work 2 double crochets into the loop. Two chains again, and 3 double crochets. Two chains and repeat 2 more times, so we have 4 sets of double crochets. 3 double crochets, 2 chains, 3 double crochets, 2 chains. Here are my last 2 single crochets of the round. Make a slip stitch in the second chain stitch to close the round. Then cut the yarn and secure it. Now it's time to change the colors. I like to use a standing double crochet to start the next round. It's a nicer alternative to the turning chain. Let's make a slip knot. Again, I start in the corner chain space, yarn over, and carefully make a regular double crochet. Now make 2 more double crochets in the same chain space to create the first cluster. Jump to the next chain space and work 3 double crochets. Two chains, and 3 double crochets still in the same chain space. This is your repeat for the next 2 chain spaces. 3 double crochets, 2 chains, 3 double crochets, all in the same chain space. I will meet you in the last one. Okay, here is my last chain space. We already have 3 double crochets here, so let's add another 3. And 2 chains to create a corner. Lastly, make a slip stitch in the standing double crochet right here. Cut the yarn and secure it. Now make another 4 squares like this, or more if you want your bookmark to be longer. Okay, I have my squares ready. To join them, we will use a mattress stitch and a yarn needle. It's an invisible join, so you can choose any scrap yarn you have. If your squares have various colors, first position them in the right order. We'll be joining the sides that touch. Then take 2 neighboring squares like this, keeping the wrong sides inside. We have 6 stitches here on each side and 2 chain spaces in the corners. We want to catch all 6 stitches and 1 stitch from each chain space. We will go only through the loops that are on the inside, and your movement should also be from the inside out. Leave a fairly long yarn tail. It doesn't have to be too long, but we want it to feel secure. Now go to the loop on the other side and do the same. Go from one side to the other like this until you weave the yarn through all stitches. When you're done, grab the yarn end you started with and pull the other end. The seam should close invisibly, like so. As you can see, the corners are a bit loose, so we want to tie them tightly. We want the squares to create nice straight edges when joined. Great! Now repeat the same process with every square to create the base of our bookmark. Don't worry about the yarn ends left on the sides. We will crochet over them when adding the border. I will meet you when I'm ready. Alright, the base is ready and all my squares are tightly seamed. It's time to add a border. The first round is all single crochets and chains in the corners. I tie a slip knot on the hook. You can attach the yarn to the first stitch, but I find standing stitches much easier and nicer to start with. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to start in this corner. Insert the hook in the chain space and work a standing single crochet. It's worked like a normal single crochet, but we start with a slip stitch instead of a chain. We are at the longer edge now. Work one single crochet in each of the 6 side stitches. And when you reach the join, make one single crochet in each of these chain spaces. One in the first square and one in the next. This will equal to 8 stitches per each square. Going forward, catch these yarn ends in the stitches as you work. It saves a bit of time, as you don't have to weave them in afterwards. Keep the yarn end in line with the stitches and work over it to hide it inside. Continue along the long edge. When you reach the corner chain space, make one single crochet, two chains, and one single crochet. Then 6 stitches on the short edge, and another corner sequence. One single crochet, 2 chains, one single crochet, all in the same chain space. Continue all around, so repeat what you did on the longer edge. Work a corner chain space sequence, then work 6 stitches on the short edge. I will meet you there. I have now reached the corner I started in, and I have one single crochet there already. All I need is one single crochet, 2 chains, and a slip stitch in the first single crochet. The next round will be much easier as we have the base ready. Chain 1, and basically repeat round 1, but work in the back loop only. When you reach the corner, make the stitches normally in the chain space. The sequence for the corners is the same: 1 single crochet, 2 chains, 1 single crochet. Next, make 1 single crochet in the back loop of each stitch on the side. Repeat it all around and I will meet you at the end. Here is the last corner of my bookmark. Lastly, make a slip stitch to close the round and cut the yarn. Your granny bookmark is almost ready. All we have to do is weave in and trim the yarn ends. When it's done, gently steam block it to even out the edges and make it even slimmer. And that's it! The written pattern for this project is free on my website, linked in the description box. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell button to get a notification whenever I post something new. Comment below to let me know what you want to see next, and have a creative day. Bye bye!